Welcome alle sammen to a very special grove called Bøkeskog. And now this is just one. We have these all over Scandinavia and all over the world. And this one today is still used as kind of a place for festivals and events and things like that. But most people don't know that back in the Viking Age, these types of places were sacred to the pagan spirituality. And I'm going to speak about in this video why exactly groves were viewed as sacred all around the world. So what is a grove? Well, it's basically what you see here. I'm showing you some videos. It's just a place where trees are growing that were believed to be sacred in ancient times, but with very little undergrowth. See, this is the difference between a grove and a regular forest, that there's very little undergrowth in these types of places. So also, as you can see here, the reason we think this is a sacred place is because there are burials here. Now, burials are something that would have happened in sacred places in the Viking Age, and again, all over the world, and you see some here from the Viking Age, and there are also some signs here that this place was used for religious events and festivals and maybe even sacrifices, just like it's used today in the summertime. There's lots of parties here every single weekend, and on the 17th of May, the Norwegian National Day, everybody walks in the town and comes to this place. So this is still kind of viewed as the town central sacred site for, you know, parties and festivities and things like that. And like I said, groves have been in every single culture in the world in ancient times viewed as sacred places. In ancient Greece and Rome, we have some really good written records of this, but also in the Germanic world too. We know that groves were used for sacrifices, and they were used for festivals. They were used for religious ceremonies, and even war victims. In the oldest records we have of the Germanic peoples, they would kind of hang up the Roman soldiers that they defeated in war in these trees. So you see these amazing trees here, something like this. If the Romans invaded and lost a battle, they would have been hanging from this all over the place. And also you see here the same kind of thing as other sacred places in the Norse world were built, with a surrounding stone enclosure like this. Now I actually don't know when this little stone wall here was built, but it could be the Viking Age, but yeah, I'm not sure. So what makes a grove sacred? Well, the belief is a bit different from all over the world. I'm not even going to pretend that I know what the Norse or Germanic sources speak about it as to why they're sacred, because we just don't know. This is just what I've been taught in like the Nordic folk tradition, that as opposed to a normal forest, like I said, groves have very little undergrowth, and this is for a pretty simple reason. It's because when there's a lot of undergrowth in the forest, when there's shrubs and little trees and branches all around smacking you in the fucking face, and it's a real pain in the ass to get through, that is not some place that people or animals will get to very often, because they don't want to be whipped by sticks the whole time where they're walking through the forest. So the idea is that the spirits or the gods or the energy or the nature or whatever grows into these groves like this. They grow the trees, but they don't grow the undergrowth to them, because they actually want people to come through. They want animals to come through. They want there to be activities here. So they make space for people to walk. And you know, that's just one explanation. I'm sure there are many explanations about this in different places in the world, but at least in the Norse tradition, that's what I've been taught. And yeah, you can see today that, you know, even places that you might not think as sacred and things that we don't really have any, you know, clear evidence that it was a sacred place, a lot of the times it still is. We just don't know about it. So this could literally be any grove in the whole world that could have been used as a sacred place in ancient times. So hope you enjoyed that video. Do you have any groves near where you live? Do you use them? Does your town use them for festivals or events or things like that? Let us know in the comments. And of course, also, if you have any other explanations as to why groves are viewed as sacred in your native spirituality. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. Vi ses nästa gång.